No debate, and we recognize you're already on here. You're here. The Silverado man, as strong and high performance as Silverado. I have high definition like an available multi-camera setup.
What do we have on?
I surrender all. I surrender all to you. I give. I surrender all. I surrender
Hey, Mr. Edwards, good to see you.
all to you.
Who else do we have on?
I surrender all.
I surrender. I surrender. Hey, Pastor Ford, I see you.
Some of us are bowed down, our hands lifted. We present ourselves to you, our lives completely and totally.
I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
Our hands surrendered to the word of
I surrender all. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with today's power chat. I'm a little late today for those that'll watch the replay. This is Purpose and Process Part 2. This is Purpose and Process Part 2. And in this particular one, I'm talking about decisions. I want to talk about decisions, Purpose and Process Part 2. Before I get into Part 2, let me just do 60 seconds of part one, 60-second recap of part one. So in part one, I talked about how purpose comes with a cost. I talked about there's a process, there's a cost, and many times we want things for free, but there is a cost. We want the growth, we want the next level, we want destiny, we want purpose, but sometimes we don't want to walk out the process. Sometimes we don't want the cost. So that's what I talked about in part one. And another thing I talked about, and then I'll move on to part two. Another thing I talked about in part one in recap is that if I'm gonna go through trials, if I'm gonna go through pain and struggle and adversity, I'd rather do it in purpose than out of purpose. I'd rather do it in destiny than out of destiny, because I know God said I'm gonna work all things together for your good. And so I'd rather do it in there knowing that he's going to turn it and work that thing for my good. Now, I can't promise you it's going to work together for your good if you're out of purpose. But if you're in purpose, he said, I'll work it for your good. So I'll go ahead and go to part two. We're talking about decisions. And so as you walk out God's purpose for your life, I'm talking about everyday decisions. They're every day you're responsible for small decisions, little decisions that have to align with the call, that have to align with where you're going, that have to align with purpose. And they may seem insignificant, they may seem small, but they're not. They may seem small. Every decision matters. Every decision is significant when it comes to your destiny journey. And so every day you got to make small decisions that align with the call, that align with where you're going, that align with who you are becoming. And they may seem insignificant. They may seem small, but they're not. Every decision matters. Every decision is significant when it comes to your destiny journey. And that's just the way you have to view it. That's just the way you have to perceive it. Every decision is significant. The word says it's the little foxes that spoils the vine. It's the little foxes that spoils the vine. In other words, it's the little procrastination, the little laziness, the little negativity, right? That turns into more procrastination, more laziness, more negativity. So now you find yourself dealing with procrastination, laziness, and negativity, and now it's spoiling the progress, it's spoiling the elevation, it's spoiling the maturity, it's spoiling the success, right? Because it's the little foxes that spoil the vine. So every day these small choices and decisions are not insignificant, because they're making a substantial impact to your journey, to your purpose over time. So they are not insignificant. Everyday small decisions matter. And so I say this all the time, that decisions decide destiny. Decisions determine destiny. Or I say decisions, life is decision driven. Your life is steered in the direction of your decisions. Your life moves and shifts and flows in the direction of your decisions, your everyday decisions. My life right now is just a reflection of small decisions accumulated over time. So it's the decisions, the small decisions. Life is decision driven. Our life is steered and moves and flows and shifts in the direction of our decisions. So my life is a harvest of my decisions. And I know I hear people say that God is in complete control and he controls everything, every part of my life, but that's not totally accurate. Because if God controlled everything, if he was in complete control of your life, there'll be no need for you to make decisions. There'll be no need for you to make choices. There'll be no need for you to do anything or to figure out anything if God was in complete control. There would be no need. In the word, it says the heavens belongs to the Lord, but he's given earth over to mankind. He's given earth over to mankind. So God orders our steps, but we have to decide. We have to make a decision. He's given us the earth to dominate, to rule, to control. He said, yeah, I've given it to you. Yeah, I own everything. The earth is mine, the fullness thereof, but I've given you the earth. He said, the earth I've given to mankind to dominate, to rule, to control. So God orders our steps, but we still have to decide to take the steps he set before us. He'll guide you, he'll lead you, he'll unction you and prompt you and impress upon you, but he will not force you. He will not make us do anything. He will not force us to do anything. He's not a dictator. He's a king that has given us free will. And so I just really wanted to, I started late today. So I just really wanted to come on and encourage you with that about just decisions, small decisions, the decisions that we're making every day, that they're significant. And that's just the way you have to view it, that they have an impact on your destiny, they have an impact on your future, and every decision is significant. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to encourage you on that today, that yeah, God, he owns the earth. He's sovereign, but he's given the earth to mankind. And so he says, I've given you dominion. I need you to take authority. I'm going to order your steps, but you still have to decide to take the steps that I set before you. I'll guide you. I'll lead you. I'll prompt you. I'll prod you. I'll impress upon you. But you got to make the decision. You got to take authority. God says, I've given you dominion. I've given you authority to make decisions that'll govern your world, that'll govern your life. Take authority. What do I mean by that? Take control, take authority over your feelings, take authority over your emotions, take authority over your thoughts, take authority over your temper. He says, I've given you dominion. Yeah, take dominion, exercise dominion over that lust, exercise dominion over our unhealthy desires, exercise dominion over the habits. He says, I've given you dominion. Take authority. And that's just what we have to do. Every day, the decisions are moving us in a direction. They're shifting and moving and flowing us in a direction, whether it's toward goals, dreams, purpose, or whether it's taking us away. It's the everyday decisions. And I want to say this, your choices and decisions will dictate the legacy you leave. They will dictate how people remember you. They will dictate the harvest of your life, the outcome of your life. Yeah, choices and decisions. And so I just want you to remember that decisions matter. Everyday little decisions matter. They add up. They accumulate. Decisions matter. Decisions matter. And so that's all I really have. I just wanted to come on and encourage you. Take a few minutes. I had a luncheon today to go to, and we had a good time, a women's luncheon. We had a really, really good time. And so I enjoyed it. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, it was awesome to meet you as well today. I really enjoyed. Hopefully you'll get to catch some of the other power chats that'll be coming up in the future. But I just wanted to give a word of encouragement, just your decisions, your everyday decisions. I had a great time today at the luncheon. We had a panel. I was on the panel and talked about some things about faith in the journey. And so I thank God for new connections, meeting new people. It was awesome and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to get off. Again, decisions matter. Everyday decisions. God lead you, prod you, prompt you, impress upon you, but you got to make a decision that aligns with your call, that aligns with your destiny, that aligns with purpose, that aligns with who you are becoming. It's about making those decisions, and God is not going to make them for you because you are a co-creator in your destiny. Yeah, you are a co-creator. You help create and establish your destiny. God's not doing it by himself. You are a participant. I'm a participant in my destiny. I'm a participant in my future. So you're a co-creator in your destiny. You're a co-creator in your purpose. Yeah, you're helping create that. So that means, and I know I got to get off, but I just thought about some. That means I can't make decisions based on feelings. That means I can't make decisions based on emotions. That means I got to make decisions that are rooted in truth, that are grounded in truth, that are founded on truth. Since I'm a co-creator in my destiny, I'm a co-creator in purpose, I'm a co-creator in my future. God's not doing it by himself. I am a participant. And so that means I have to be mindful of the decisions that I make or not, because whether I realize it or not, I am helping create my future. I am helping create my destiny. So just surrender to whatever God is doing in your life. I admonish you to surrender and yield to what he's doing. The adversity, the trials, all of that is part of it. But this is something that I know. Let the darkness, let the trials, let the tribulations develop you. Let the pain, let it develop the purpose on the inside of you. Go ahead and surrender to the season when it gets hard, when it gets tough, because there's something beautiful on the other side of it. There's something beautiful on the other side of it. You got growth, you got development, you got next level. And let me say this before I go. It's in the process where you become trained. It's in the process where you become strengthened. It's in the process where you become skilled and competent and equipped and prepared. It's in the process, yeah, that you become proficient and competent and trained and skilled. So that's the part we need more than anything. But a lot of times that's the part we walk away from. That's the part we run away from. But it's in the process where you become competent, proficient, skilled, equipped, and prepared. So go ahead and surrender to the season and know that the seasons are temporary. Every season has to change. Yeah, a bad season has to change, and a good season won't stay forever. But guess what? Every season is working together for your good to bring some beautiful out of your life. Yeah, where glory can be seen out of your life. Yeah, glory. These light and small afflictions are working or producing an eternal weight of glory. He said these afflictions are small and lightweight compared to what I got for you, compared to the glory that will be revealed out of your life. So receive that on today. I love you. God bless you. I pray that God right now, I just declare and I pray right now that God will continue that you will continue to hear the voice of God, to move in the direction of God as God prod you and prompt you and impress upon you to make certain choices and decisions that may seem uncomfortable, that may seem scary. But right now, I just pray and I declare that you will take the step anyway. You will make this decision anyway. You will make the choice anyway. And you will move in the direction that God is leading you. I pray right now that you will continue and focus on what it is that God has for you to do, on the call, on the journey, on the purpose, whatever it is he has for you, and to remind you that every decision you make matters, that every decision you make will make a substantial impact on your future and on your destiny. So God, I pray right now that everybody that's under the sound of my voice, Father, that they will hear you, that they will follow you, that they will submit to your will, and they will lay down their will, and they will yield to your will, Father, and receive everything that you have for them, every blessing, every promise, every process that you have for them, that they will receive it in the mighty name of Jesus. May God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. I love you, and let his peace be with you. See you next time. Bye.